It is 13 miles from our neighborhood to Wando High School in suburban Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. On a misty morning on the 16th of October, 2009, 16 riders, including 6 candidates for Mount Pleasant Town Council and 4 Wando High School students and a handful of experienced road riders, set out at 7 a.m. to reach our high school. It's a trip virtually no one ever makes, and certainly not on a school day. This is the story of the Warrior Cycle Run.
Phyllis Sheffer, running for Mount Pleasant Town Council, and that's it.
Jackson Hamilton, Wando Junior's representative on the student council, doing the ride.
George Freeman, candidate for Mount Pleasant Town Council. Roger McGee.
Sheree McGee.
Russell Worrell. David Quick, Post Courier.
Kenny Oud, candidate for town council.
I'm Ephenon, candidate for town council.
All England.
David Kenneth, candidate for town council. Howard Childers, candidate for town council. Zach Toffee, Wando High School Travel Tribune.
The 13-mile ride took the 16 through Mount Pleasant's heavy morning traffic, along roads which lacked bike lanes, sidewalks, or appropriate places to wait. But they pressed on despite obstacles and even an accident towards the distant Wando High School.
I'm Phyllis Sheffer, candidate for town council here in Mount Pleasant. Didn't finish the ride today. I stayed back with Kenny. He had a little incident, ran into a light pole, but we really do need good bike paths and better connectivity in the town. So, but Kenny's good. He's fine. So, thanks.
Well, you know, we had a great run this morning, and I unfortunately didn't get to finish the run. I was in our pace line, and a car jumped out in front of us, and I swerved on the other side, and unfortunately I went over my handlebars, and I ended up striking a light pole. Thankfully, I was wearing my helmet, because I did hit my head on the light pole there, but ended up in the process, hurt my shoulder here. So for the next few weeks for my town council run in the campaign, I'll be knocking on some doors with a sling in my hand here. But I was really proud of the group. I was definitely proud of Jackson. He really worked hard on this and definitely showed that, you know, here in Mount Pleasant we don't exactly have the best use of our roads for our cyclists. And this clearly showed it this morning. I think all the riders, even the one, you know, of course I had a little error, a little mishap, but I think all the riders definitely recognize the fact that we need to look to make Mount Pleasant a more connected, cohesive community. And making bike paths is one way to do that.
Looking good, looking good. Stay together.
13 riders arrived at Wando High School after a ride of approximately an hour to see a line of 500 cars of parents dropping their children off at school, many having driven 10 miles to school and facing a drive of 10 miles or more back to their home or work.
Do you have sound open?
Yeah, talk.
Oh, yeah, yay!
We made it. It took us a few months.
Yeah.
But
Good.
Ben Gruber, just had a good time on the ride. It's a great ride this morning. It's fun riding with other fellow cyclists who are involved and interested in getting safer routes to more public places like schools, public transportation, those like-minded people. So.
Hi, I'm Andrea Relko, and we need some bike lanes in Mount Pleasant.
Go.
Hi, this was great. Hopefully we'll get some more bike paths in town, and had a great ride. Everybody should have come out. See ya.
that ought to be a lot easier. Within a few years, I'm pretty sure we could retrofit Mount Pleasant. I saw what the plans were back in 2005 when they were trying to retrofit the entire thing from Johnny Dodds and Coleman Boulevard with the Parisian Style Boulevard down Johnny Dodds with the light rail going down and the utopian visions of Mount Pleasant. If they think they can do that, I'm sure we can do this.
My name is David Kent, run for town council, and I think it's a great exercise. Jack, thanks for putting this on. I think it shows that we need better bike access for people, safer access, and teach bikes and cars to get along together. And thank you again, Jack, for doing this for us.
This bike ride shows how important it is for bike lanes on our roads and highways through Mount Pleasant for the safety of our residents and our children riding to school and riding around town. We saw a lot of traffic today, and it was a pretty big issue with the bikers and keeping the flow of traffic and the safety. Pam Epnon, Town Council.
I would like to thank you for setting up this ride here to promote bike lanes in Mount Pleasant. I would also like to promote some in Berkeley County. In Moss Corner area, it would be a great place to have some bike lanes along Old 52 and Gilliard Road near Whitesville Elementary would be a great place for bike lanes.
What's your name?
My name is Russell Worrell.
Oh, this is what we're talking about when we say we need to have secondary connected roads so that people can move around in the town without getting onto the main highway. Well, riding today is a good example of that. If we had more interconnected roads, students could ride to school without fear of being hit by cars. We had a good ride today. We only had one small incident, but overall it was a nice ride. But if we had more connected roads, it would be a very safe ride for kids to school.
What's your name?
George Freeman, candidate for Mount Pleasant Town Council.
Yes, we did. We made it all the way to Wando after 11 miles and a few disappointments, including what happened to Mr. Rube. We're going to visit him in the hospital over the weekend. Despite all this, we have finally made it. We have finally proved to everybody who said we couldn't and everybody who tried to stop us that we could, and we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we will. Yes, we can.